Have you always wanted to get into the data science sector but have so many questions and can't find the answer to any of them? Well, now is your chance. Drop down your questions in the comment section below and we'll ask a data science expert all your burning questions about the industry. Tune into the next video in our data science series to get all your burning questions answered by our data science expert. According to the Harvard Business Review, data scientist is the sexiest job of the 21st century. And a lot of aspirants in India have been increasingly interested in this job. I mean, look at the steady increase in this graph. And not only India, the data science sector has taken the entire world by storm. And if you find yourself getting sucked up by this storm, here are some things that you should know. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video in our data science series. If you have been following us throughout the series, you'll know that we have already talked about the top careers in data science and the best countries to pursue a data science degree. Today's video is super important because in today's video, we are talking about the data science roadmap, or alternatively, 5 things you must know before you get into data science. So without wasting any time, let's move on with today's video. The first and foremost thing that you should know is a programming language. Earlier, when the data was limited, tools like Excel were sufficient. However, with the changing times and the massive amount of data being collected, this is not enough now. You'll need to use programming languages. And the most commonly used programming languages are Python and R. Even out of these two, Python is the most used programming language. This is because Python has a lot of libraries and a lot of inbuilt resources, which gives you greater output for lesser input. When starting out to learn Python, you'll have to start with the basics, like what are the basic data types, the loops, but you'll also need to have a knowledge of defining variables and using libraries for data preparation and data visualization such as NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib and Seaborn. The next thing you need to know is mathematics. Now mathematics is something that you absolutely need to know, but do not be intimidated by this. You'll only require the basic principles in mathematics that most of us have learned back in school. You'll require a knowledge of basic statistics like mean, median, mode, and some knowledge of probability as well. You'll also need to have knowledge of linear algebra and calculus, but principles like statistics, probability, standard deviation, and variation will be used more. Statistics and probability will come in at an earlier stage of your project like data acquisition. Linear algebra will come in a little later during the exploratory data analysis and calculus during data modeling. Although these principles will come in at a later stage of your project, you'll still need to have a good knowledge of these. Now we come to machine learning algorithms. Data science is a broad term and there are a lot of topics that fall under this umbrella term and a lot of fields that impact or influence data science like machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence. As talked about in the first episode of our data science series, which by the way you can find up in the eye right here and we'll also link it down in the description box below, we talked that machine learning is experiencing a 50 times growth. To understand this data and for data modeling, you'll need to have knowledge of machine learning algorithms. Start with algorithms like linear regression, logistic regression, decision trees, gradient boosted decision trees, and then move on to the more complicated and more advanced algorithms. Next up, we have data visualization tools. Now, one of the steps in data science projects is data visualization. Now, after acquiring, preparing, analyzing, and modeling the data, you will need to organize this data into tables, charts, graphs for easier comprehension for everyone in the organization. Now, raw data might not be comprehensible to everyone involved, so to streamline this data and make it more comprehensible for everyone, you will need to put this data into various formats like this, or even this. So as I said, when you learn Python, there will be libraries for this purpose. So for data visualization, you have 2 libraries named Matplotlib and Seaborn. Last but not the least, we have domain knowledge. Now, this is not a technical skill that a data scientist needs to have, but domain knowledge should not be ignored. it can actually take you farther than you think it can. Like, say for example, if you want to get into the pharmaceutical industry, having prior knowledge about the industry will be an added advantage for you. And if you have prior domain knowledge, during the recruitment process, hiring managers are more likely to give preference to someone who has prior domain knowledge over a candidate who has no knowledge at all. So it will be a good measure to niche down and select an industry where you'll be able to excel. If you are looking to enter the data science sector and looking for some job roles that you can take up, starting from entry-level roles to specialized roles, you can check out this video right here. Now, we have covered the top job roles in the data science sector, along with what are the skill set and knowledge requirements for each of this role and the average salary for each of them. So make sure to check it out. And that is it for today's video. Make sure to tune into our next video where we talk to a data science expert and answer all your burning questions about this sector. So drop down your questions in the comment section below. And trust me, you do not want to miss out on this episode. If you enjoyed watching this video, give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on more such videos. Share this video with your friends and comment down below which skill are you most eager to learn. And I will see you guys in the next video.